Hi guys. I'm Ayan, the Street Box Dancer. Una, congratulations po kasi pangalawa na kayo. Tapos, naka-excite yung franchise news kanina. So, for, I think, Ding Dong, since you're one of the producers, yung kasi yung first, yung TikTok, yung budget mo mukhang malaki. How about this one? Kasi mukhang mas malaki siya.
Napakalaki.
Kung sinabi ni Tere kanina, 5 times mas ang lahat ng ito. Hindi naman 5 times. But definitely, this one's much more as compared to the first one when it comes to the production cost. Pero, yun alam mo yun ang challenge para sa akin bilang isang actor in it and also producer. Kasi syempre, you have to wear 2 hats. Pero, para sa personally, kailangan may automatic shut off ako for being a producer. Kasi otherwise, yung minsan yung creativity namin nililimit dahil syempre kinoconsider namin yung kailangan hindi masyadong extensive yung gastos dito sa scene to, etc. etc. Kaya pag may mga ganong usapan, lumalayo na ako. Dahil para sa akin, gusto ko kung ano talagang gusto ni Direk ay masunod. Kaya ako naman, ang commitment ko naman sa kanya, when I'm in this project, 100% of the time, actor ako. And then we will deal with that later on. Siguro when it comes to trusting my partners 100% din, kaya kampante ako sa mga ganong klaseng decision making. That's why working with institutions such as GMA Films, especially in reality with Tonton and Direk Eric, talagang kakaibang experience talaga, kakaibang maraming natututunan at the same time. You know, it is parang one project and one event na masabi mong milestone para sa akin because of the experience na nag-gather ko dito sa series na.
And you did your own stunts?
Yes. Well, I'll be honest, may mga dalawa na hindi. May dalawa na hindi. May dalawa. Kaya na mag-determine kung alin doon.
Di ba may time na nasugat na kapag that you had to stitches na pa?
Ewan ko lang kung tama ako, 80 million ba yun una?
80 million cost or ang
Yung cost, yeah. Parang so kung mas malaki siya today, so para mabawi yung kailangan ng commercial release outside the Philippines. May balak po ba for that?
I don't think so. Kasi we're expecting more than 1 billion ng ating returns for this year's Metro Manila Film Festival. Meaning, 8 pelikula na maghahati-hati sa napakaraming Pilipino gustong mag-enjoy sa Kapaskuhan. So, syempre, we're looking forward na maging bahagi kami dun sa mabibiyayaan ng ganitong klaseng return. Pero, more importantly, ang experience talaga ang gusto namin na-share sa kanila. Pero syempre, mas magandang di ba? Meron big returns. And ako, I think naman na with that amount of people entering the cinema, especially nowadays, nagiging mas madali for producers na mag-produce ng mga bagong pelikula, for filmmakers to to come up with more projects, diba? Kasi nakikita natin na i-engage na ngayon yung audience natin at nakakatuwa para sa industriya yun.
And you compare projects with Marian since magkalaban kayo.
Kasi nauna naman kami, meaning in the sense na 2 years ago pa namin ito plano. And alam naman niya how passionate we are dito sa series, sa franchise na to. And in fact, abangan ang mga susunod na kabanata.
Ayun. And my next question is for Hannah. Sorry ma. For Hannah, did you audition for Love is Rule?
Opo, nag-audition po ako sa harap ng
Ayun. Ano yung nakita ni Direk Eric sa'yo para ikaw yung piliin?
Ano nga ba din?
Baka dapat si Direk ang sumagot.
Oo nga po. Ano nga po ba din?
Well, we really had her do the emotional parts of the scene she should be doing. And swerte lang, when we asked her to come, Ding Dong was also there. So, we also need to see if they look good together. Diba? Malaking bagay yun kasi pag hindi nagmamatch yung dating nila sa isa't isa, walang pupuntahan. So yun yung dalawang kailangan namin. And the first one, which is physical, bringing them together, we took pictures, they look good. So okay na yun. Next stage, we had her do a scene with Dong. Just tingnan na namin kung magkakailangan, which she was really confident, no? We really liked her kasi parang alam na niya gusto niya mag-artista talaga eh.
Pero in fairness din naman po kasi sa kanila, dahil po kay Mr. Ding Dong, talagang wala po sila. Ano po,
Na-conscious ako.
ayun, very comfortable naman po kasi talaga silang kasama. At wala po kayong mararamdaman na pagkailang. Kasi immediately upon meeting them, mararamdaman niyo po yung kanilang effort din naman po para maging comfortable po. So, yun. Very grateful po ako na sila po yung kasama ko po.
Si Mr. Ding Dong.
Last na.
Because
For
siya,
Direk
Mr.
Eric.
Kami Tito tawag siya.
For Direk Eric po, kasi for us vloggers, para makapag-decide kami kung ano panonood namin sa film. Kasi watch the trailer. So, kinareview po ba yung pag-edit and kung nilalagay sa trailer para mas maingganyo ang mga tao?
Career talaga yung trailer na yan. Kailan pa ba natin
Kasi
pinag-usapan yung
teaser pa
trailer?
lang, Direk, ang haba ng teaser.
Oo, yung teaser na yan, one day lang dapat yan kasi hindi naman kasama sa pelikula yun eh. Okay? Umabot kami ng 3 araw sa kakashoot ng teaser na yan, ni Dong. The trailer kasi, it's important. Ang pinaka-importante para sa amin, and it took a long while, no? We only released it kailan lang. We had several edits prior to that. Pabalik-balik kami nanonood. And the flow, inisa-isa namin kung, okay, from here, we need to see part of Tik-Tik. We wanted to introduce, this is coming from Tik-Tik, introduce the new characters. Pero pinakamahirap sa lahat with the trailer is kung anong gusto mong maramdaman nila pag nanonood sila ng movie, dapat mailagay mo, malagay mo dun eh. Diba? Hindi naman namin sila, we never claimed to be a horror film. So ayaw namin na maging horror yung feel ng pelikula. There are parts na medyo scary, pero hindi siya all throughout horror. No? We wanted yung pagkasiraulo ng mga characters malabas, no? You have Lot, kung ano siya dyan sa trailer is exactly how she is from beginning to end of the film. Of course, you know Joey. Si Dong, we wanted to show kung gaano kaseryoso siya ngayon as a character as opposed to the first one. No? Because hindi naman pwede na as is lang lahat yung characters, di ba? May mga growth eh, especially what happens in the opening, which we're not gonna tell you, between Dong and Sonia, McCoy and Sonia going back to the city. No? Of course, we're introducing more than si Ramon, we're introducing si Jun Sabayton as somebody to watch out for in the movie. Kasi ang ganda ng role niya talaga from the very beginning. And it comes from left of field. Yung talagang walang pinanggagalingan ko, ano? Sina Abra, we wanted Abra to be showcased as well together with Julian. Kasi, and it's not yung tungkol dyan sa kamay ni Ding Dong. Of course, we want everybody to see that we're pushing the movie into hyper-realism. Hindi siya yung parang documentary. Hindi naman siya documentary, di ba? Pansin, popcorn movie siya na masaya eh. Yun.
Congrats!
Hindi, matanong ko naman ikaw. Kasi sabi mo, it depends on the trailer. So based on the trailer, kasi sabi mo, di ba doon i-base ko ano yung papanoorin. So based on the trailer, are you going to watch Kubota as one
First day.
Yeah.
Question. My question is for Abra. Abra, is this the first time you're acting?
Opo.
Sa school hindi pa, at ito talaga yung pinakaunang beses na mag-aarte ka talaga.
Well, sa mga music video, pero hindi naman content siguro. Ito talagang full, all out na pelikulang mabagsik. So,
How's the experience? How's the experience in working with these people na talagang, alam mo talagang magagaling talaga sila?
Exciting siya. Before, during, tapos hanggang ngayon, excited na mapanood yung film. Alam ko nga, parang pagdating dun sa set, parang si Direk nagiging affected lang. Tapos kailangan, yun pala, ganun pa rin, cool lang. So, talagang feel at home lang kahit nasa shoot. Kahit bigatin yung mga kasama mong artista, parang hindi mo feel yung pressure dahil parang, lahat in it for, to make the movie really good.
And Abra is really charming, fun. Di ba, cool rapper, baksik, di ba? Pero with his role here, charming siya na little boy na okay.
Direk, do you see Abra, acting in the near future?
Oo, yan din sinabi ko kanina. I think he can pursue. Pero may ligyan sa kanta-kanta eh. Parang napagbigyan lang kami ngayon eh.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Again, good evening. I'm Stanley from Research Platform. My question lang kanina, since itong Ashton Chronicles na is already a franchise movie, have you had in mind na gawa ng merchandise item? Kasi papatok sa mga pag-ibig sa bata. A good investment for Mr. Dito.
Oo, hindi.
Mr. Ding Dong na lang. Sige, go Mr. Ding Dong.
Ako mahilig ako mamulekta ng mga laruan. So, dati ko pa rin sinabi yun na sana yun isa sa mga patutunguhan nitong partnership na to. And, oo nga, no? Ano ba nangyari? So, we were so into developing the story and shooting the film. I think we neglected that side. Pero, we're getting into it. Kasi syempre, gusto natin magkaroon din ng representation sa mga, lalo na sa bata, yung pinanood nila later on, di ba?
So are we expecting it by next?
Hopefully yes, by the next franchise.
Direk, I saw na merong kubot ride sa Enchanted Kingdom. Can you tell us more about it?
It's a haunted attraction. It's not a ride.
Haunted attraction. So,
It's like, ano ba tawag dyan? Parang papasok ka.
Yung haunted house na maglalakad ka. And if I'll share lang, because we launched it October 31st. Yung sa amin kasi, hindi masyado nakakatakot. Kasi kasabay ko si Ramon Bautista. So medyo pero yung mga kids, kasi kasama namin yung kids from Yagit, I think. May isa talagang umatras siya. Kasi as usual, yung madilim, yung maglalakad ka talaga sa loob, tapos may mga monsters. May isang monster doon na talagang yun. Akala namin statue siya. Bigla siyang gumalaw yun, nagtakbuhan kami lahat.
Yun. And Enchanted is part of the film. So, they are co-sponsoring the film with us. So, there are some announcements about EK in relation to every ticket you buy on Christmas Day. So, malaking bagay.
So yung manonood sa first day, ayan.
yung first movie then, they had their comics. And the comics community is one of the big fans of Kubot and particularly Tik-Tik. So, are you also planning again na i-relieve yung yung comic for the second one? Kasi yung first it's loved by the people in Comic-Con.
Okay, ang kulit namin sa mga kwento eh. We were supposed to come up with a comic book. We already have the entire comic book, but we didn't make it kasi we didn't make it for release before the December. It's when McCoy was born. It's Aswang Zero. It's before pa. So it's the story of the parents of McCoy. And so he's a kid that will not be named, but at the end of the film, they baptize him and we find out his name is McCoy. So yun siya. We will keep on doing the comic books for Aswang Chronicles, and it will be as many as we could.
So direct pwede din, hindi lang sa comics. Even, di ba, just like in Star Wars, may mga prequel, di ba? So, may possibility then that the Aswan Chronicles will also have something like that.
Oh, and we have a really, really good story with it.
Yes. Sorry, not interested. Jair here. I just wanted to know, could you share with us how it is behind the scenes? Because how do you do a horror movie or, make people believe that, it's really scary there? What's the setup? What goes on behind the scenes?
As in horror, or kasi
Yeah, how do you make the horror there? I mean, I'm sure it's a fun setting. Like, oh,
you know
nice.
the way horror works is what you live with people's imagination. It's not about what they see on the frame, but it's what they can't see on the frame. That's really where the horror comes from. So, I'm not saying a horror scene should be dark. What I'm saying is, you've noticed some scenes wherein you can't explain why you're scared because the frame, maluwag masyado yung frame, but deep down inside you feel na baka may pumasok sa tabi na. But if you keep the shot a little too tight, then you know walang mangyayari kasi walang room for anything. But if you keep the shot loose enough and he's in an empty room, you have a feeling na is the director setting me up for something? Or, di ba? Is there something that's gonna come out? And sometimes they don't give it to you. And I think that's how horror progressed over the years. What you have seen in the past and you expect, siyempre alam nila tumatalino na yung viewers, they just move it a few seconds later so that it becomes a lot more fresh and a lot more original.
When you least expect it.
Yes.
So knowing that these are formulas used before in past horrors, how did you try to address this? Knowing that maybe the predictability is already there, how did you work around that? What are some styles that you put there?
I'll tell you one particular scene. Okay. Mahirap mag-putay na ba? Mag-spoilers ko. Magka-yari.
Sana wag muna. Panoorin
No.
mo.
Kasi gusto ko sana ikwento yung opening, di ba? Na
Wag, direct.
Okay,
Panoorin
okay,
mo
okay.
nila.
marami kasi
Ayaw din nila.
sometimes when you want to surprise the audience, you have to leave them at a moment of comfort. So parang like in the opening, di ba? Like in the opening, example lang, they run away, they rush, they get scared. Dalian nyo na, mamamatay tayo, di ba? The bus leaves. Tahimik sila. He promises to marry the girlfriend. Yes, okay na. Nice swelling music siguro. Hindi ko pa narinig yung music, okay? So maririnig ko Friday. Nice swell music. Signage. You are leaving Bulupandan. And then bam.
Surprise.
Last question. Preparation by the actors and what did you prepare yourself to make it really scary? Believable scary, huh?
Mukha ko pala nakakatakot. Bigote ko pala, tsaka chan ko. Parang tito.
Ayun, andyan naman sila eh. Sasabihin naman nila kung anong gagawin eh. Tapos, ito galagay ng bigote, tsaka ng
Iba itsura niya naman. At saka, hindi, again, it's not really horror kasi. It's action-adventure. So it's not really yung scary.
Pero yung preparation, parang nanood talaga ako ng mga napakaraming horror na mga sine niya. Tsaka mga video games yan, mga Robert De Niro na sine. So manalo ng award din ka.
Si Mr. Dingdong.
Hindi, lahat naman, especially sa mga project na ganito, ang kumukumpas talaga yung director. Kami talaga sumusunod na kami. Siya yung nagsiset ng tone, ng-mood, ng lahat ng para sa pelikula.
Ako po, I watched the previous movie nga. Tapos, yun din. mostly coaching talaga from direct kasi lalo na may mga ginamit na CGI nga, ganyan. So sometimes, yung mga nakikita nyo sa screen, hindi talaga namin nakikita, but we have to, express na nakikita namin siya. So it's really, really direct na nagbibigay sa'yo ng kung ano yung dapat na ipakita mo.
Especially her, most of her scenes were shot with Ding Dong on green screen. Most.
Thank you.
Thank you. Any more questions? Yes.